Welcome back to another episode of the You Weren't There podcast, focusing on sports and lifestyle. We have a special guest with us today, my best friend in the whole world, Dre. Introduce yourself.
Hey, it's like, what's up, y'all? I'm Dre. You know what I'm saying? Mr. If you want to go viral. You know what I'm saying? Just a, friendly neighborhood friend.
Why don't you give them your social media?
I don't have one. So if you find me, then you did a good ass job.
Ghost. How you got a girlfriend?
I do. This is very true.
This is a single podcast.
This is very true.
Speak for yourself. You don't only see one on this count. Anyway, introduce yourself, Mel. Go ahead.
Y'all already know it's your Melly, baby. You know what I'm saying? What's up, gang? What's up with y'all, man?
Give them your socials.
You already know. You can follow me at Yo Melly, baby. You want me to spell it again?
No, I don't think you need it. And you know me, your host, at Mia Was Here, 5_. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow the podcast on IG and TikTok at You Weren't There podcast. We can go ahead and get right into it. First topic of the day, no question. We got to talk about it. Tank.
Oh, you ain't gonna like my opinion, but yeah, I'm gonna let y'all pop off, but y'all ain't gonna like mine. But I saw the last show. I saw the last show.
I called it.
Yeah, you got, man. What, nigga? That's like
every time. I call it every time. Every tank fight.
That's like seeing a school of fish saying, "All right, I'm about to get a fish."
I've never been wrong though. I just want to state it while my best friend is here. I haven't been wrong about a tank fight in like 7 fights.
Bro,
by the round.
Undefeated, so.
But I'm calling like which round the knockouts is happening in.
I mean, I won money off of it. I called the
8th round. I called the 8th round.
Yeah, I called 8.
I called 8 too.
I called the 8th.
All right, so I saw the last show, right? So it was some great takes on the last show. I loved it. But y'all kind of touched on it, but y'all ain't mention it. Like, bro, he fighting at 135. Y'all act like y'all ain't see this nigga Frank face. Like, this nigga look like Skeletor, bro. Like, what we talk about, bro? Like, he was drained. Clearly, he needs to jump up to 140. Tank knows he needs to jump up to 140 because there ain't nobody else at 135. No one's fighting at 135.
Fighting Loma.
Loma jumped up already.
He got that no hydration.
And he always got that no rehydration clause. So it's like
it's smarter for him.
Yeah,
for sure.
If you want to fight the king, you got to obey the king's rules.
Yeah, but if you the best, fight the best.
Be disciplined enough to keep your weight down.
Do what I say.
Right. So, all right, this is my whole thing, and also this is my whole thing as well with that point of view, right? All right, let's just compare him and Floyd. Okay. Right. Floyd is in this generation the greatest fighter in this generation. Right. Floyd came in at what was the shrug for? What's that is? In this generation?
You don't like Floyd? Who? What? Roy Jones?
Fighter in this generation feels
Roy Jones and Floyd.
Yeah.
Roy ain't our generation.
Roy is our generation.
Yes.
Roy is our generation. Roy was before Floyd.
That was the 2000s.
You knew Roy Jones before Floyd Mayweather. Come on.
He was not our generation.
90s and 2000s does not count.
When did Roy Jones start fighting?
80 something.
Yeah.
That's our generation?
You don't think so?
In the 90s when he got his claim to fame.
Yeah, I think 90s.
He got knocked out in like 2003. He was 13 when he got knocked out. So he definitely was ours.
Records like.
All right. Cool. All right, let's start. We can put him in there. Okay, all right, cool.
Fair enough.
All right, so let's say Roy 1A, Floyd 1B.
Okay.
Cool. Just for the sake of less of arguments, right? What Floyd did was when Floyd became, first of all, he was pretty boy Floyd, right?
Okay.
Then he jumped into Money Mayweather. Okay. How did he get Money Mayweather? He moved up a class to go fight Oscar De La Hoya.
Right.
He was not fighting at 147 before he fought Oscar.
I think it's clear that Tank tends to move up though.
It was 154?
154.
Because he fought Tall Slim. He beat him, knocked him down like 5 times.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, yes. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. So he fought him at 47, right?
Right.
This is my point. Floyd was never making people come down to his weight. He was either fighting them at a catch or he'd go up to their weight and he'd take their belt.
I feel like I understand what you're saying and I don't necessarily disagree with it, but I think it's a little unfair because like Tank is not requesting any of these fights. You want to fight me because you need a payday. Mm-hmm. You want to fight me because you can't sell tickets on your own. Mm-hmm. You want to fight me because you know that that's where the eyes are going to be and it makes or breaks careers. Mm-hmm. If that is going to be the case and I do all of that for you, the least you can do is fight me at the weight class that I'm already in.
Got it. So I like that point. But to that point, remember, I mentioned Pretty Boy Floyd, right? So Pretty Boy Floyd was a knockout one. He gonna go get shit. He walking shit down.
For sure.
after he fought Oscar, he was Money May.
Right.
So then he becomes the A fighter, right? Mm-hmm. He wasn't asking nobody to drop down to his weight. He wasn't doing none of that. When he fought Canelo,
he did a couple catch weights. He did
catch weights. He did catch, but he ain't say completely come down to 147.
I feel you on
or
that.
54.
But like the Ryan Garcia fight, I feel like makes sense in that context. But like, you want to fight me? These are like, when you look at the records behind these guys that he's been fighting, especially lately, none of them have more than 20 fights. Mm-hmm. So like, if you got 16, 17, 18 fights and you want to fight me, this is how it gets done. Otherwise, I'll fucking fight someone else.
All right.
I don't think that Tank has a problem with moving up a class. And I know that he intends to, because he wanted to move up to fight Haney.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it's not Tank saying, come down to me. It's niggas so desperate for the opportunity that they are willing to come down to him, thinking that they can still win. That is not a Tank problem. Mm-hmm. You wanna fight the king? This is what you gotta do. That's not fair to Tank.
And they drain themselves.
He's not asking niggas to.
And they drain themselves.
Niggas are volunteering to come down because they know that this is the type of fight that makes careers. That's on them.
Niggas don't eat for a whole week.
Facts.
So I can fight Tank. I ain't had shit to eat all week.
That's bullshit, because Frank fights 135. So you having such a difficult time making weigh-in or whatever it is, or like barely making it, that is all on you. This is your weight class. You having that nigga looking like Skeletor, that's a Frank problem. And not that it mattered anyway, because you fucking stunk.
But hold on, son. All right. Wait. All right. So remember we was watching Bud versus Spence, right?
Facts.
All right, so you know Spence don't walk around at 147.
Facts.
But yeah, he still fights at 147, right? Killing himself to get to 147.
Facts, which was a big issue.
We sitting in there watching the fight.
In the living room watching.
My foolish ass thinking Earl gonna walk him down. No. Got his ass whooped because he wasn't
beginning to end.
Bro,
he wasn't disciplined.
Bro, they walk around at like 40 pounds heavier than what they weigh in at.
Mm-hmm.
So they dehydrated as shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
So that's why he do the rehydration.
Yeah.
You can't blow up to 180, Ryan Garcia.
Overnight though.
You better stay at one goddamn 40. I'm gonna knock you out.
That's fair.
I get that,
There's no way you should be able to drop 30, 40 pounds.
You ever punch a fat nigga in the stomach?
If that's your walking around like, and I realized that, like I told you, right? I used to date Mike Eason. So Mike Eason was a bantamweight UFC fighter, which was 135. Small as shit. Mike walking around weight was an easy 175 at all times. And he would have to drop that crazy weight every time, which I think was a big part of the reason why he had some issues later on in his career. But at the end of the day, like, that's your choice. Mike chose to fight bantamweight because he was too short to fight any of the other weight classes, right? He walking around at like 5'2". Right. So 5'2" at 175, yeah, he gonna hit with a lot of power, but he didn't have a reach. And Tank's situation is a lot different from his other competitors because he has an extensive reach, right? Frank Martin's was 68. I told you, like, Tank's is about 67 and a half. Right? So he got the reach of most of the guys who are exponentially taller than him in his given weight class. None of these sound like things that are Tank's fault.
No, I'm not saying it's Tank's fault.
Niggas need to shrink.
But let's not.
Frank wasn't ready for Tank.
Yeah, but let's not hooray the shit. Like, let's not be like, oh yeah.
Nah, in no way, shape, or form are we saying that. Like,
I've been seeing everybody hooray
it like a show. That is a tune-up fight.
Yeah,
no question.
Sure.
A good tune-up fight, an interesting tune-up fight, a worthy tune-up fight. But a tune-up fight nonetheless for Tank.
A tune-up fight for Tank because he didn't fight in a year.
No, what I'm saying is, who is he tuning up for though? Like, is he just trying to make sure he's sharp?
Loma in November.
I mean, he the ace out on every person he fights.
He fighting who?
He fighting Loma in November.
All right, at what weight did they say?
So I'm pretty sure he's fighting Loma at
about 140.
See,
135.
If he fighting at 135,
but we don't know
bro.
that yet. It's November. Cool. They just in talks. No contract. He may very well fight Loma at 140, which I think would be very easy for Tank. Quite frankly,
Tank needs to jump to 140, man.
He probably don't even fight.
I don't have a problem with Tank.
If he don't fight Lomachenko, then what we say about Tank then?
For sure.
If he don't fight Lomachenko, he fights somebody that, all right, cool, he on the up and coming.
Right.
He on the exploit shit.
For the purposes of his career, because you know the thing about Tank is that he doesn't want to fight for that much longer.
You know what he about to get?
He not gonna be like Floyd.
But wait, stop
the contract he about to get.
Who?
Which I mean on Floyd.
For who? The contract he about to get with Loma?
No.
With who?
For Amazon Prime. They about to give him $500 million.
Yeah, but
for a 6-fight deal.
Jess, that means he got to fight. He got to fight the best.
Yeah, he got to fight.
No, he don't got to fight the best. He doing what Floyd did.
What did Floyd do?
Nah,
he signed with Showtime a 6-fight deal. He fought Andre Berto, who?
Okay, and who? But who's
Robert Guerrero, who?
But who was the runner-ups in when he fought those people though in those times?
He left HBO and went to Showtime.
Yeah, but I'm saying who was the fighter runner-up
On Showtime?
that he was ducking? Like, all right, so this is what I'm saying.
Who was
like,
Floyd ducking?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because y'all making it seem like Floyd was ducking a specific
I
fighter.
ain't saying that.
Who he
This
ducked?
nigga don't speak for me.
Huh? He
Who
didn't
duck?
duck anyone. That's
Yeah,
what
he
I'm
ain't
saying.
duck no more.
He didn't. So y'all can't. All right. So what I'm saying
You said he ducked someone.
No, I'm saying Tank
You
doing.
said he fighting nobody.
They picking
You
their
say
fighters.
Tank.
Well, I
You
mean,
say
yeah, as an
who is
fighter, yeah.
picking, Tank or Floyd?
I mean, they both was picking, but as an A fight. But
Nah,
you
they
wanna
both
fight the
is
best.
choosing what they team choose to do.
You want to
We gonna fight this. We gonna fight this. It's the easier fight.
I feel like that's been maybe the history of this, but I don't think that that's how this story is going to end. I think for sure Tank wants to fight all of the big names because I think his whole thing was like money.
Okay.
Right? I don't have to fight you niggas because you niggas don't sell no tickets on your own. I don't need you, you need me.
That's a fact.
And I think that he's consistently reminding these guys, I don't fucking need you, you need me, so that he can get exactly the amount of money. That's strategic.
That's for sure.
That's just the long
That's
game.
good business.
That don't mean that he ducking. That's the long game. That means that when it's time for these fights to be scheduled, you gotta pay me whatever I'm saying. Because you know that without it, you're not moving nothing. It's no units being moved on your end. Nobody wants to see a Shakur fight. He's a great boxer, maybe one of the best boxers in this class. But at the end of the day, he's boring as shit. He tends to run. People compare him to Floyd, which I completely disagree with, because Floyd was a stick and move boxer. Shakur is a stick and run boxer. I mean, he will literally clear off to the other side of the ring. That nigga's a bitch as far as I'm concerned. And I know Shakur watches.
I like Shakur.
Because he be in my stories all the time.
I like Shakur.
You a sucker, bro. And you might be a great boxer, but you soft. And you never gonna be able to beat no
I don't
pound
agree.
for pound.
I like Shakur,
Period.
bro.
I
I like Shakur.
And then this is
Shakur Stevenson.
This
You
is-
see this?
Like, come on.
I like you, Slam. You my man, Slam. I like Shakur.
The boxing
Right.
game is called hit and
Boxing
don't get
game
hit,
crazy.
man.
Hey,
Hit and don't.
he the most skilled boxer in the
You
game
think
right
you
now.
can hit a nigga and like without like running clear across
Shakur
the ring.
Stevenson.
This nigga's like a
For sure.
track star. I don't like it.
Name a boxer that's retired that can speak properly.
Floyd Mayweather.
Hell fucking no. He can't even read. So no. No.
Don't do
I don't care if that was before boxing.
Don't do that
The
before.
nigga
I
can't
think he
read.
learned. I
Hooked
think
on
he
Farm
learned.
disappeared
Don't
after
do that.
90.
That's true.
There is no fight.
No child left behind.
What's a
They don't have Hooked on Fathers no more. You realize that? You haven't seen the Hooked on Fathers?
Nah, they probably
Can't
renamed
do
it.
Yeah,
They-
we had that growing up. We gonna teach you how to read.
And all that
We
shit.
gonna teach you how to
They
read.
ain't had no Google back then.
so
It worked for me. On God.
So
On
everybody
Uncle
gonna
Charles.
be stupid. So everybody gonna be boxers, punch drunk.
Yeah.
All right, so, cool. So name
But
a
you know what
boxer.
though? How do you define stupid as a boxer?
Floyd,
Okay, fair enough. That's too simple though, because he can't read.
James Toney,
Okay.
punch drunk.
Okay.
Robert Jones.
Fair enough.
Now you can
Punch
talk
drunk.
about them niggas, but them niggas got money.
No.
Floyd got money, bro.
Yeah, he got money because
Maybe.
he did the business right. But
Well,
I'm talking
the
about
tank, he don't
in
got as much
everyday
as he
life. Strip Floyd of all the money, right? And if you just walk to this dude and talk to him, are you leaving that conversation thinking that, oh, this is an intelligent guy? No. You know you fucked up when the most intelligent boxer right now is Mike Tyson.
I think Tank's pretty. I think Tank.
Man,
is
they all,
I
you
think
know what it is?
Talk slow. But he
Retired
not slow.
boxers. Retired
He talk
boxers.
slow,
I'm
he
talking
not slow.
I'm talking about retired
Retired
boxers.
boxers. Okay.
They can't say what they want to say for real. Like if you was in a barbershop, they'd say it's something
He
different.
fluid.
Lennox Lewis is probably the
Yeah.
smartest.
Yeah.
He's Canadian.
Thank you.
He's Canadian,
So,
Jamaican.
All the Canadians are smart.
They're outspoken.
What I'm saying is they get hit so much that when they retire, they become punch drunk. It sounds slurred. Everything is slurred.
That's true.
So the art of boxing is hit and don't get hit. So you want to leave out of the game with everything intact.
So you feel like Shakur is
90%
like what, the embodiment of a good boxer?
I think he's fighting the right way. That's what I'm saying.
Do you think that it's entertaining to watch Shakur fight?
Yeah, if you like boxing.
I mean, if you like the sweet science, but if you just there, like if you just speculate, right? But then that goes. That's the same thing, though, right? So what you're saying is, if he do fight Tank,
Right.
you clearly not there for Shakur.
Right.
You're there for Tank.
You're there for Tank.
Right. So you
That's
wanna,
my only point.
So one audience want to see fireworks, the other audience want to see the sweet science of boxing.
Right.
So you want to get both in one match. I
True.
think that's a mega matchup because Tank he wholeheartedly believes he can beat Tank.
For sure.
There's no doubt in his mind that he think he
He's
can beat Tank.
delusional.
He has to box to beat him.
He's delusional.
And he
but-
boxes the best right now.
Yeah, he
at
has the
his
most
weight.
skills
I think he has the most boxing skills
for sure.
at that weight class. This generation, I really think he is the most skillful boxer. If we talk about in that weight class. Now, if you just talking about in boxing in its entirety, I think Terrence Bud Crawford
Yeah,
is
I'm
the
giving it to
most
Bud.
skillful.
Man, all these fighters are bigger than Tank. Tank is little.
Yeah, stature wise, yeah.
Shakur's bigger than.
Stature wise, yeah.
He probably walk around
It's the
at
reach,
like
though.
170 probably.
It's the reach though.
He probably walk around at 170
It's
and
the
he's
reach.
taller.
His reach is good. He has the equalizer though. Like you said, I think one of y'all touched on it the last episode. He got that punch. He got that equalizer punch that's gonna nullify everything.
What Frank said, he know how to hit you with them power jets.
Yeah, but guess who else knew how to do that?
Count.
And the thing about Tank that I think maybe the last 3 or 4 guys have said pretty consistently is not just power, because none of them want to admit to the fact that them punches hurt, right? Like that would make them look soft. So none of them will give him credit for the power of the punch, but what they all give him credit for is the accuracy of the punch, pinpoint accuracy. That's the thing that's really like engaging and creating these knockouts. It's science to be able to do
sure.
that.
Yeah.
So I think like Shakur is getting too much credit for something that I haven't seen because he hasn't fought anybody.
Maybe you haven't watched Shakur fight because you don't think he's excited.
I watch boxing.
Maybe I'm not
What
watching
is
it
that?
from the scientific.
I watch boxing, bro. He really can fight, bro.
But he's
Yeah, he can fight.
boring.
But it don't matter. But it's like Floyd.
Because the average
It's
fan
like
is
Floyd.
not a man
Floyd,
or a Dre. The
when he
average
left-
fan is casual.
When Floyd left
Yeah,
from
right.
being Pretty Boy Floyd,
Yup.
he went to
Money May.
jab straight, jab straight.
Yeah.
Here's the
Counter
difference.
punch,
though.
pot shot.
Here's the difference, right? Because I feel like Floyd gets a bad rap for that. Floyd may not have been a big body power puncher, but what he could do was sting the shit out of you.
For sure.
Enough to get you away from him
For sure.
so that he could continue to fight his fight. That's really what made Floyd brilliant. I don't know if Shakur has that sting. You don't necessarily have to be a Tank power puncher.
Right.
But you need to be able to get a nigga up off you. And that I have not seen yet. Not against anybody worth mentioning. You being able to knock over these little suck ass niggas that you fighting and pretend like it means that you matter is not the same as you being able to sting a boxer who can take a punch. And that's a big difference in Tank. He can take a punch. He willing to take an ass whooping for 3-4 rounds to figure out what your power punch really looks like and his best way to angle that fight.
No, but all right, so I get that, right? All right, so I get exactly what you're saying. So that's what I was saying to a couple of my peoples, right? So we all watch boxing. You watch boxing. Obviously, you watch boxing because you know what you're talking about. What I was saying was Tank isn't a bad boxer. He's just not as good as he could be. And the reason why he's not
He
as
hasn't had
good,
to be that
It's
good.
the opponents he fighting.
exactly,
opponent,
right?
for sure.
Both rules apply, right? He doesn't have to be that good, and it's the opponents that he's boxing. But the equalizer is he has the knockout punch.
For sure.
He has that in his back pocket. That's his ace. That's just like Wilder. Wilder is not a good boxer by no fashions of the form.
Wilder's trash.
Yeah, that's not a good comparison because he's
No, it is.
Tank's
You know why?
so good.
You know why it's a good
I
comparison?
fuck
Because-
Wilder, but he's trash.
You know why? Because if
we
you strip
talk
them,
about-
if you strip them of everything, and you just look at why do people tune into these people? Because
Right.
ultimately, it is the entertainment business.
Right.
Why do they tune into them?
They tune in the Tank for the
Knockout.
knockout.
Knockouts, right?
For sure.
How do you get knockouts? Power punches. It's just it can happen. Wilder said you got to be good for 12
Wilder
rounds. I
walk
gotta
around
be
the
good for
ring
8
all
rounds.
day long with his hands down so I can land one point.
Exactly, and he
he
know
don't.
he gonna land it,
For sure.
and he know he gonna land it.
And got whooped the last 3 fights.
Right.
But see, that's the difference with
The
Tank
fuck?
because Tank has like very high boxing IQ.
Yeah.
So it's not enough that like you have a power punch. It's great, but that's not really what impresses me about Tank. It's win. The win is the everything. You having a power punch in your back pocket, but not being able to appropriately land it like Deontay Wilder because of the fact that you're not like as smart as the other guy across from you makes a difference. That to me is what separates Tank. It's the IQ.
Yeah, that's why I say he's not a bad boxer.
Yeah. Did y'all see the video where they played the sounds where Tank was hitting them?
Yes, I did see that.
Bro,
Yeah. It was so much
ain't
worse
see it.
when they played the sound.
when they played the sound, when they played the sound, I said,
so
God
much worse.
damn.
When
It was just a
Frank?
little like,
Bruh,
pop.
it was like,
You could hit a
bop,
pop.
bop, 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 bop.
It was bad.
I was like, oh yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Nigga, I didn't know. Watching it on TV, it didn't look like he was getting punished like that.
Yeah.
But hearing the sounds, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was bad.
Rest in peace.
But I still got Tank for the Loma fight. That's probably gonna be in
Shout out to
November. They
Frank
haven't
Martin.
signed that contract yet. Shout out to Frank Martin.
Big shout out to Frank.
He wasn't.
Shout out to Frank Martin.
He wasn't no
He
push up.
ain't bitch out.
Round
He
7.
bitch out. He stood.
Shout out to
toe
Frank
with
Martin.
that guy.
It's just
He was
one your
very
time.
passionate. And you
Right.
know what? Tank said it in his interview prior to the fight. Like, cause you know the way that Tank interviews for the pressers is very different than like the Showtime or like the
Yeah, for
PBC
sure, behind
footage,
the
right?
scenes and shit.
So when I was listening to that interview, which I thought was like much more interesting than like kind of like the presser stuff that he was doing. The big thing that got me in the Ryan fight was they asked him like, how did you feel when it was over? He said relieved.
Yeah,
He knew that he could lose that fight if he didn't play that right. So I think that that's very interesting. But what he said about the Frank fight, he was like, he gonna be world champion one day, just not Saturday.
Frank kind of he started a little late, which is
he did get a late start. But
started a little late.
He looked very impressive against arguably the second best.
He got to move up. He can't stand 35. He can't stand 40.
He definitely need to move up. And I think
like
Frank's power will increase if he moves up to 140. Like I would love to see Frank and Haney at 140.
I would like to see that too.
I would love to see that.
Frank is a great boxer.
I need Devin to fight somebody who's who gonna take the craft serious. As much as I love Ryan, he got suspended for a year, thanks to the doping scandal and all of that. This nigga turning into Lance Armstrong before our very eyes. But
for sure,
very disappointing what we saw from Ryan. There's a lot of rumor about like tampering with the tests, and this test was negative. This one, the bottom line is the decision was made by NASAC. So. The boy got suspended for the year. He had to pay Devin 1.1 million back. Devin retains his undefeated title. Nobody cares, Devin. Like you got your ass whooped. Like there's no way to unseat.
He got on social media dancing like I'm undefeated. You got whooped, nigga.
Whoop, bro. Like
you got whooped.
Listen, like there is no PED in the world that would make it so that he whooped your ass like that for 12 straight rounds.
Steroids don't make you throw hands.
And then also, like, if you pay attention to PEDs, what they're really for is longevity. I don't think that he would have made it them 12 rounds without them PEDs. So for me, it feels like it could be true because he came in at 3.5 pounds overweight. He was out of shape the whole camp. He drinking, he partying. PEDs, like the right kind of PEDs, the kind that like the whole doping scandal was built around for Tour de France, is that it increases agility, it increases stamina. Mm-hmm. So him being able to survive those 12 rounds, the manner in which that he did, is probably the only thing that it gave him. But him whooping your ass with that left 18 times and knocking you down 6 times, 3 to 4 technically counted. Listen, like there's no way to unsee it. I don't care about your fights no more. You're gonna have to fight Tank to sell any more tickets. If you fight anybody less than Tank, your numbers will be disappointing. And even the guy who I forget the promoter's name, Eddie Hearn, maybe.
Yeah.
Eddie Hearn, he was talking about like they haven't gotten paid yet. Like, listen, like I don't know who you guys think you are, but they didn't do the numbers that they thought they did. I was like, oh. So, and to me, that was a huge fight between Ryan
Don't let Eddie Hearn spend that shit, man.
But I'm not saying that Eddie 100% right. We know, it's
only 3 big promoters in boxing.
And anybody doing business with Oscar De La Hoya would have to be a cricket. He's the biggest piece of shit in boxing.
And they all do cocaine.
Without question. Yeah. Listen, Oscar, we saw you, that Ryan Devin, but you was coked the fuck up. Like, I don't know what type of, like, Boogaloo Sugar Acapulco Gold you was on that night.
He don't even fuck with Oscar no more.
Listen, as he shouldn't.
Ryan Garcia, he don't fuck with Oscar.
He don't
fuck with them.
He got his ass whooping.
He don't fuck with Go to Boy. He don't fuck with Bernard Hopkins. All them niggas is weird.
That whole shit was a mess. Like,
it's some yes man.
I wouldn't fuck with Oscar no more. Like, honestly, just watch. Oscar has a documentary on HBO. I ain't trying to get this shit no credit, but let me tell you something. Like, if you don't know that Oscar De La Hoya is the biggest piece of shit that boxers ever seen, watch that documentary. He's
cocaine
awful.
and panties.
He's awful. He's awful.
Cocaine and lingerie.
First of all, this is why we be getting in arguments, man. I keep telling you, bro. Like, what you mean? Like, all right, so Ryan Garcia, right? If you watch boxing, bro.
Okay.
Ryan Garcia ain't never whoop a nigga ass like that. Never in the history of his boxing career.
Nah, he whooped him like
how he whooped Devin?
Nah, not like Devin.
Not like how he whooped Devin, bro.
But bro,
had he come in healthy,
steroids ain't that, bro.
I feel like he would have got that done between round 6 and 7.
And restate what you just said. Restate what you just said. Had he came in healthy.
All
right, cool. Watch this. What you about to say?
I'm about to say, when y'all say performance enhancing drugs, y'all classify everything as steroids. Steroids are for bodybuilders.
I'm not.
You feel me?
It's literally the
PDs mean anything that's off the list.
Yeah.
That I can't take.
That he clearly took.
So it says PD, so now y'all say I'm cheating. It's the same thing as taking creatine. It's just acceptable. Right. Like performance, it's going to GNC.
I already said, I don't think that it was like strength, muscle, or power that improved that.
So the nigga hit you with a jab and you failed.
I think the only thing the PEDs improved on for Ryan was stamina. I think that's how he lasted 12 rounds.
All right.
Devin Haney weighed 180 pounds. Devin Haney weighed 180 pounds and he had to shred his weight and he came down to motherfucking 140.
Whoop like that?
Exaggerated.
Have you ever seen Devin get whipped like that?
I ain't never seen him fight.
I don't even watch Devin fight.
An opponent like who, Ryan?
He ain't never fought no power puncher like that.
All right, cool. Ryan ain't heavy shit. He ain't that nigga. He ain't the nigga that's beating everybody ass. He ain't sought after. Nigga, he just fought Tank and got dropped with a body shot. Like, and he got dropped in camp. That's why Tank said, "Oh, I know something about you. Then you gonna find out."
Yeah,
he ain't heavy shit. Let's stop acting like this nigga is that.
And you know Ryan Garcia was 180 pounds, man.
Ryan ain't that nigga. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. He not that nigga to the point where he whooping ass and taking names. He not that. So when he fought Devin, he still wasn't like that. Like niggas were looking at it like, okay, yeah, he like that. He just want to demolish Devin. No,
I'm gonna tell you what I think.
It was supposed to be an even fight. When he got in there,
he looked. I think the reason that Ryan looked as good as he looked is because Devin looked as bad as he looked.
I don't think so, bro. I think whatever the fuck Ryan was doing, that's just what that was, bro. No jab supposed to hurt you like that. His best shot is his left hook,
which he was nailing his ass with all night,
every fucking time.
So if you know a nigga only got one shot
and you can't
defend it,
no, I said his best.
That don't got nothing to do with steroids.
I ain't say his only.
It's his best shot,
it's his
and
best
he was
one.
nailing him with his best.
Shout to Rocky Balboa. He beat a nigga on real steroids.
You see what I'm saying? He was breaking that nigga face
with
up.
his best shot. That's what he was supposed to be doing.
But has he ever done that before? No, come on, y'all stop playing. We seen this in boxing before with the stone hand nigga, like Roberto Duran and all those niggas.
And then he got whooped after that.
He was drinking beer at the press conference, bro.
Sure.
So you mean you telling me, all right, cool, you in this good enough shape to where you can come to our press conference, drink beer, telling me that you're not taking training serious, none of this with another world-class fighter, and then just walk through that whole fight like it ain't shit? No, nigga, that's why they had to test that.
So you think
what is steroids? Invincibility?
The only reason that Ryan won that fight was because
I think you're putting steroids in this realm where it just like gives you muscle and extra power. How about, you know what I'm saying? All right, cool.
Yeah,
it can give you extra adrenaline. It can give you anything.
Stamina.
It can give you anything, brother.
It don't make you invincible, bro. Rocky Balboa beat the Russian.
It don't make you invincible.
He beat the Russian, bro.
All right, so cool. That's a movie.
Y'all making steroids, bro. You still have to fight. Fuck steroids. I'm strong as shit.
Right.
I still have to fight you.
Cool.
So do you have the skills to fight or not?
You got 20. You got 20 fights, I got 20 fights. So we know we both can fight, right?
Right.
So let's rule that out. We both can fight. We both can take a punch. We both can throw a punch. Cool. What's going to give me the upper on the person that does the same thing I do at the same clip as I do it as?
But boxing is not a sport where you need to be strong, bro.
No, it's not. But that's why they test you for other shit, too.
Right.
So that's why they got a whole list of shit that you can't take.
I don't think it had anything to do with strength.
Ryan has been in boxing long enough to know what the fuck is on that list.
And that's why I say when athletes become delusional about shit that they take with their body, they give you a list of shit you could take, and everything that's not on the list is deemed PEDs.
Ryan knew exactly what the fuck he was supposed to do and not supposed to do. So much so that he went to the press conference drinking fucking beer. Did he do that the fight before that? No. Did he do that the fight prior to that? No, he's never done that until this fight. Why is that not ringing an alarm to anyone in the boxing community, bro? We watch boxing.
That means he don't fuck with Devin Haney.
It's not that, bro. He's not that good to do that.
He don't fuck with Devin Haney. He want to whoop his ass.
He ain't that good to do that.
He want to whoop him. And he still got the millions. You ain't.
Bro, I've been watching Devin Haney since he was 14. That nigga is good. I don't give a fuck what anyone says, bro. That nigga is good. If he fight Ryan again, I guarantee he gonna wash Ryan.
So you accept Devin Haney as being undefeated?
Yes, for sure. With that fight I just saw with Ryan.
So a nigga dance on Instagram. So I'm undefeated now.
No, I don't.
No, you got whooped, my nigga.
Listen, when my TV turned off, once you stop fighting, your person.
If you in the hood, if you round your way and you get your ass whooped.
Yeah, that's
you gonna say, oh, he was on steroids.
That's somebody I know personally. That's a nigga I know personally that I talk to every day. I'm talking about entertainers. Once Kendrick Lamar stopped rapping that diss, I don't give a fuck what he does.
Let's do that next.
Turn that off.
Let's do that next.
Devin dancing at the bowling. I don't give a fuck about that. Turn that off, bro.
So you don't care that he corny, just that you.
Yeah, he is a corny ass nigga.
Corny ass nigga for sure.
He's for sure corny. So is Ryan. Ryan's definitely.
He like, yeah, I ain't lose. No, you lost, nigga. You still lost. We seen you.
Yeah, for sure.
We seen you.
You know what? I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna round it out so we can get to something else. I think my issue with Devin is he swore up and down that with that PED test, the original test that showed that Ryan was dirty, he would never fight him again, that his safety was in danger, that he was terrified. And now all of a sudden he's gotten convicted and he got that money. Now we got to run it back. Clint, you a bitch, bro. Like, you know that will probably be the only other fight in your career outside of Tank, outside of Shakur, outside of the names where you're going to make any money. You got your ass whooped in a way that is embarrassing, that is visceral, and in a way that you should be ashamed of. I don't care what he was taking. You should be ashamed of how you fought that night. So as a result, I don't care what Devin Haney doing. Nobody does, and he know that, and that's the only reason he would be willing to get back in that ring with Ryan. Ain't no real nigga worth his salt who really felt like his life was in danger and all that bullshit he was talking before they created that ruling with Nysack. There's no way you go from I would never fight this man again, my safety's in danger, to let's run it back and clean. You know, bro, nobody want to see you, bro. Nobody want to see.
They say he retired for 2 years,
bro. Nobody want to see the shitty jewelry you be wearing that look terrible.
He retiring for 2 years.
Yeah, like he said he was retiring like right after.
Who give a fuck,
bro? We don't give a fuck. Listen, this is all I'm saying, and I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Devin Haney, go the fuck away. Moving on. Kendrick concert.
See,
if I gotta slap a pussy ass nigga, I would make it look.
Who was at the concert though? Like I didn't see that shit.
Everybody, mama,
Lamar DeRozan, half the NBA.
They like, oh, he brought out everybody from Cali.
West Coast dudes, yeah.
No, he brought everybody from LA.
If you like LA music, then
I love LA music.
Yeah, and I love LA music.
Yeah, I like some people, but
it was fire. That was a great concert. You know, Kendrick 6 times on the
king of rap.
Minor.
He the king of rap, bro.
Cap.
Can't nobody fuck with Kendrick.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna go there today. Neither are any of us, because I feel like that's a conversation all by itself. But I thought the concert was fantastic. What does this Kendrick beef mean for the future of Drake in the industry, Mel?
Nothing.
You don't think it affects him at all?
He's on the Mount Rushmore. He's one of the greatest to ever do this.
So you think like blip on the radar once
nothing you could do.
The new album come out, he good.
He don't even need to drop an album. But he don't go like, you know how artists disappear for a little bit?
For sure.
He doesn't. He's consistent.
It's rare, yeah.
He's consistent.
I think
Kendrick is the one that disappears, and then he pop out with a diss track. Oh, we love Kendrick. Oh, he just killed it. He brought out everybody in LA. Who he brought out? I didn't even see it. Who he brought out? I ain't even hold you. I know he can rap, bro, but you're not fucking with Drake. You can't. It's nothing you can do to Drake. He's solidified in the game. He's arguably one of the greatest in the game ever.
Okay, fair enough. Drake.
Let me sip my little tea. Hold on.
Go ahead, bro.
There's no way you can have a head-to-head battle and your man gets stomped out on Juneteenth and you tell me he can't fuck with Drake. Put all the record sales aside, put all the accolades aside. We went head up. Your man versus my man. My man done stomped you out, beat the shit out you, then did a whole concert on Juneteenth, the blackest day in history, and told you couldn't come here. Drake done said, oh yeah, you ain't gang affiliated, YG more affiliated than you, CB more affiliated than you, Chuck T. That nigga done brought out every gang in LA.
Yeah.
From the 60s, the Bounty Hunters, Power Rules, all that Rolling 20s. He done brought out everybody on that stage. You ask who was there, I'm gonna tell you. 60s was there, Power Rules was there, Bounty Hunters was there, Treetop was there. All the Crips, all the Bloods that was in LA faction was there. The same person that Drake said could not be affiliated with anything.
And half of last year's All-Star.
You know why he did it though?
No, I know. No, this is my thing. I don't care why Kendrick did it. He was able to do it. He basically did a whole peace treaty on the blackest day in America. Drake can't do that. And if you just pay attention, if you pay attention to what the whole beef was over, or what the battle was over, or what the narrative of the battle was, Kendrick stuck to one thing. You ain't black enough to be in this culture. You're a culture vulture. You can't be in this culture.
Sure. An outsider.
You're from Canada. You cannot fabricate whatever.
And he got a mixed wife.
Life. That's fine. Totally fine.
He got a mixed wife. Do Kendrick got a mixed wife? Yes or no?
He do.
That's
all right then. So what you mean?
That's totally fine. But what I'm saying about you don't equate to what my life is.
Right.
I'm black. I know what I am.
And everybody he brung out needed that moment.
And who gave him the moment?
Kendrick.
Kendrick did. All right.
And Kendrick needed that moment from who?
Cool.
Drake.
But no, he didn't need that from Drake.
Yes, he did.
This I hate
before this beef. When the last thing you ever heard about Kendrick?
I bet. Cool. And I'm gonna rebuttal with a line from Drake. Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody give him a Grammy right now.
Yeah.
That was a what do you call it when you make fun of somebody but you know it's true?
Patronizing.
Like
So he knows every time Kendrick open his mouth, he's about to get a Grammy because we all look at Kendrick at this big form like, oh, we don't see Kendrick that
He's
a
been
lot.
sarcastic.
He's been sarcastic.
Yeah.
So it's like Kendrick just opened his mouth, somebody give him a Grammy right now. So Drake already knows anytime Kendrick says anything, he's going to get a Grammy. So let's not bring up accolades because that doesn't mean anything. If Kendrick dropped at a heavy clip as Drake, they will be on the same fucking platform. There's no fashion in my mind that he won't.
I do want to say this, right? So since we're talking about accolades, let's just throw them out there, right? So Kendrick, 5 albums. First album, which was Section 80, technically goes gold. Mad City, 3 times platinum. To Pimp a Butterfly goes platinum. Damn goes 3 times platinum. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers goes platinum. So he's gone platinum 8.5 times. Drake, conversely, platinum 38 times.
Mm-hmm.
Right, first album 4 times platinum. Take Care 8 times platinum. Nothing Was the Same 6 times platinum. Views 8 times platinum. Scorpion 7 times platinum. Certified Lover Boy, which I thought was trash, 3 times platinum. Nevermind platinum. For All the Dogs platinum. Right, so 38 times platinum. Conversely, also throw Cole in there. We're not going to give out all his albums because he's not the subject, but 14 times platinum. So Kendrick 8.5 times platinum, Drake 38 times platinum, Cole 14 times platinum. So to not mention the accolades at all, I feel like is a little unfair.
If we talking numbers.
When you talking numbers, right?
Because we talking numbers.
Every time that we talk about Jordan, what do we mention?
And he the first artist with over 100 billion streams.
That's what we say every time. So we can't just say that the accolades don't matter.
All right, cool. Say less. Who got the most Grammys?
Who watched the Grammys?
Who
the fuck watched the Grammys, bro? What channel do the Grammys come on, bro?
I'm only talking about what your man talking about.
But who watched the Grammys? You watched the Grammys?
Your man watches the Grammys, clearly, because he said Kendrick just opened his mouth, somebody give him a Grammy right now. Clearly, he pay attention to the Grammys. So who done got...
No, he pays attention to...
No, listen, I'm about to listen. Kendrick Lamar got Best Artist of the Year the day that nigga got all them platinum plaques. Kendrick got Best Album of the Year. Kendrick got Best Artist of the Year. We talking about Grammys right now. We ain't talking about what he can sell and all this other shit, because if you doing that, cool. I could just put somebody else in there and it trumps everything. He don't come out at a frequent clip. I'm not gonna mention him, but he don't come out as a frequent clip as Drake does. Drake makes music for the people that appease. And I like his music.
And it all depends on how you look at it, because to that effect, Drake has 5 Grammys. Kendrick has 17.
Smoking his boots.
So,
talking about Best Artist of the Year.
If we're gonna
Best Album of the Year.
I'm in the middle right now because I'm in the middle with regard to these rappers, and y'all seem to have like very significant opinions on it. I feel like they're both fantastic. We all know that Kendrick won that battle. We ain't telling no tales over here. We ain't wallowing Gilly in that shit for commercial money. It's still some sucker shit if I ever seen it. But like, we know that Kendrick won that battle. But if we're talking about accolades, Drake is far more platinum, which means far more popular.
That's what I'm saying.
From a popular and mainstream standpoint. But if we're talking about the respect of the industry, which I really feel like was the conversation.
Right.
The conversation from Kendrick's standpoint was not who has the accolades, but who has the respect. And I really do think that having 80,000 people call you an OV hoe is really insulting.
With a mixed wife.
That has nothing to
do. But you the Black Messiah.
Why couldn't he be?
You the black. I don't respect no man who don't take up for black people and they got a white wife.
But you can respect a Jewish nigga from Canada.
Yeah, but his father black.
What the fuck that got to do with anything? He don't even know his father.
Everything. Yes, he do.
He be around.
He be around.
A man can't build a relationship with his daddy. A man can't grow a relationship with his father.
Nah, this is gonna be around a little more.
Hey, me and my daddy had a great relationship when I grew up. On God. On Uncle Charles. Me and my father got the greatest relationship now that I grew up.
That's a blessing. I like that. But what I'm saying is, you can't say, oh, he wifed the mixed queen and then turn around and turn the blind eye.
But you trying to be a Black Messiah.
But then you turn around and
You talking about black whites, but you got a white wife.
but you
You
turn the
vanilla cream to help you with your self-esteem.
yeah,
nigga.
but you turn the
But
blind.
I'm gonna keep it G with you. On God, bro. I swear to God, on my Uncle Charles.
You turn the blind eye.
Don't nobody play motherfucking
Guess
Kendrick
what?
Lamar.
Guess what?
Next topic.
You know how you can end it? That nigga not like us. Moving on.
Hey, bro.
Nobody play
Celtics win a
Kendrick.
championship. I called that too. 2024.
You shoot fish in a
championship.
fucking barrel, man.
We all knew I was gonna be right about that. I told y'all. This is a pleasure for me, actually, because we happen to have a devout Mavs fan
Yo,
to my left.
He ain't shit.
And I would just love to talk about what are your feelings on the Celtics winning the 2024 championship. We'd
But
love
you
to hear
ain't
it.
shit.
Okay. All right, because I was out there cooking
But you
y'all
ain't
ass.
shit. First of all,
I was out there cooking y'all ass. All right.
look, I know.
My fault.
All right, I know what you. I love the Mavericks.
Fuck like the Mavericks.
I like the fucking Mavericks.
You don't know.
Y'all like
the fucking
you from
finals.
Dallas,
Your
huh?
team didn't
No.
win it, so guess what? We all ended up on the same
Fuck
couch
like the
together
Mavericks.
as
Fuck
losers
Dallas.
unanimously.
See,
Y'all
I hate when y'all say
Come
that.
on, do the handshake. Come
No,
on.
I'm not doing no handshake with you. You like the fucking Wizards, bro. Y'all.
I like the Lakers, bro. I like the Lakers.
And y'all ass too. What we talking
Cap.
about?
Well, here's the thing. I think I would rather just like be on the couch than make it all the way to the mountaintop and then get my
God,
motherfucking
bro. So
ass
you wouldn't have been
whooped
happy if
and
your
look
team
like
made
I
it
didn't belong
So
there.
the Wizards, if the Wizards made it to the finals, you wouldn't be happy.
I think considering that you didn't win a championship,
His
it doesn't
two
really
greatest
matter.
players was Euro.
Congratulations to the Celtics. I hate you guys, but I at least love that you beat my best friend's team. So shout out to the Celtics
y'all
winning that
niggas is
2024
fucking
championship.
crazy.
Fuck the Mavs and all their fans.
Yes.
Anyway,
Y'all looking at this as my show. If this was my show, bro, I promise you,
yeah, but it's
she would
fucking
have
not. Yeah.
never breezed by that shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
okay,
bro,
but
the
it's
Mavs
fucking
and
not.
shit.
Moving
Sorry
on.
ass bitch.
Stop there.
May, looks like she was pregnant at the finals.
I'd have been
Haven't
there.
seen her in a brick. All right, I don't remember a song since Boot Up. But shout out to her. She's gorgeous, very talented. She could have easily done anything she wanted in music, but she went and got her a rich baby daddy, and we're not. We're fans of that here. So shout out to LMA. Congratulations on the pregnancy. She been gone for a minute. What y'all think? Jason's spanking that joke.
I let Brooke.
Silent assassin, man.
You
That's how
both
you
ain't
supposed to do
break
it.
up.
I got shit to say. I let Brooke go for it.
He a silent assassin, man. He did what he's supposed to do. Oh shit.
Ain't tell nobody. That's the thing. We've seen 2 pictures of Jason Tatum and LMA, and now she's pregnant. It is phenomenal how they've been able to hide that relationship
Man, them
and keep
Boston
that.
boys moving different.
That's amazing. Like privacy, everybody needs their privacy.
I think every celebrity should
Privacy
move,
is
move the
important.
way they
But
move.
how
Manage
did they
and
do
manage
it?
that
How did they do it?
I don't know.
I mean,
This nigga slid her
Don't go
DM and he hit that jump.
don't go out. Stay your ass inside.
Repeatedly hit that joint repeatedly.
The fuck? Ain't no way. I didn't even know they was talking. The fuck? I didn't even know they was talking.
Yeah, I mean,
I seen her. I said, shit.
At a party hugged up, that could mean anything. So
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask both of y'all a question, right? So hypothetically, right? Say you start talking to somebody, anybody, right? You just start talking to anybody.
Okay.
And 20 other people that you don't know was like, damn, I ain't see you talking to you
Right.
looking at them like, why the fuck would you know?
Right. Facts.
This is my shit. This is my business. Why the fuck would y'all know
Facts.
who I'm talking to?
Privacy is important.
Somebody tell us.
So I think celebrities looking at it like, I just want to be a regular person type
Yeah.
shit. Like
They want their privacy. And also, if things don't work out, you would like to be able to grieve in private.
Yeah, you
right?
don't want the tabloid
That's
treatment.
really like the greatest benefit. Relationships, they fail. They
You don't
fall
want to be
apart.
Michael
It
B.
happens.
Jordan, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to be Michael B. Jordan where you crying at the basketball game looking all sad and pathetic because this known whore left you by yourself. Like, come on, man.
Crying at a basketball game was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was,
OD at a
that shit
Lakers
was
game.
sad, bro.
That's
Like,
your-
And I'm Michael B.
I
Jordan.
felt for Michael B. Jordan that day. Like, it was like the saddest shit I've
need
ever
the
seen in
baddest.
my life. Like, I really felt for him.
I
Like,
have to say,
that was a moment where I was like, man, if he end up dating a
She
white woman,
gone.
I'm not mad
like,
at
get the
him.
fuck out of here. If you Michael
Right.
B. Jordan, man, you can date whoever the fuck
Sit
you
right
want.
here, baby.
It's
Front
the
row.
only time in my life that I was like, if he ends up with a white woman, I understand that he's entitled to that because he looked distraught.
He probably ended up with
Michael
Meryl
B. Jordan.
I'm
Meryl
with it.
Streep,
I'm with it.
He on PED. It make you angry.
probably. Or he probably
You
on
doing all them Rocky movies, you gotta put a steroids.
probably on Ozempic or whatever the fuck they call that shit. That drink on.
You know what I forgot to mention? Maybe we shouldn't bring it up now, but it's my show, so fucking I'm gonna say it anyway. Frank, right? I know we talked about it already.
Frank Martin.
Did Frank Martin take that fight too early with Tank in his career?
For sure.
No,
For sure.
Two
don't
different
think
opinions.
so.
Okay,
You
Mel,
don't-
let me hear your side.
You don't fight the GOAT.
No matter when.
You don't fight to go. Did Canelo take that fight too early against Floyd?
He did.
And got his ass taxed.
For sure.
No taxation without representation.
That's a fact.
You hear me? He taxed his ass. And that's what Tank did for him. He should have chilled for a little bit. Y'all be talking, like you said before, everybody want Tank for the money.
Mm-hmm.
Not for, I'm about to take this serious. It's a fight, bro.
For sure.
No, I feel like they always take Tank very seriously.
Nah, this is a
But
fight,
like,
bro.
but the reason, the motive behind desiring to fight Tank is the money.
Yeah.
But you know that in a Tank fight, you have to take it seriously because he's a knockout artist.
But now y'all fighting
Because
scared.
notice how devout Ryan was in that fight with Tank versus how he behaved in that fight with Devin. Like,
With Devin.
And whether that comes down to like, I respect Tank, I respect his power, and I don't have no respect for Devin as a fighter, then I mean that's what it was, and you know it ended how it ended. But you have to respect Tank walking into that ring.
For sure.
I think
He not giving you no options. If you don't respect him, you know for sure you getting your ass knocked out.
I don't think he took it too. I think he took it. I mean, you say he took it too early, or he didn't?
Yeah, do
take
you
it too
think he
early?
took that fight too early in his career? Right, he's 17 with like 12
he was
or 13.
18-0.
Yeah, he was 18-0 with like 12 or 13 knockouts.
I
Shit,
don't
he
think he
had
took
waited
it-
until he got to maybe like 25, 26.
Because I'm looking at his age. Like how old is Frank?
That's true.
You can't look at it like that though, bro.
I know.
Because Tank is the best boxer in
And I get what
sport.
you're saying. Get your bread. Like if the opportunity come, go get it. You know what I'm
Gotta take
saying?
it.
But I'm looking at it
You
like
might not get that type
you
of
started
opportunity.
fighting at 17.
You could have whooped a lot of little niggas first.
Frank started at 17, right? I get what you're saying though, because so I'm partly on your side just because of the bread side and the opportunity side.
Right.
But like if you want to win, you ain't winning that 10 times out of 10. You never winning that. So you basically just walking to get shot in the face. So if somebody say there's a door right there, you walk through it. It's $1 million there, but you won't get shot in the face. You might survive or you might not. It's a 50-50 chance. But you gonna get shot. You walking through the door to get that $1 million?
I don't love your analogy.
No,
here.
that because
Hey, you can survive a gunshot.
no, but what I'm saying is that's the exact analogy because everyone knew he was going to get knocked out.
For sure.
That's your shot in the face. You're going to get paid, but are you going to survive it? As far as your career,
I think I agree with Mel, and if only because I feel like if I'm gonna lose to this guy anyway, I would rather lose to him at 18 fights than at 26 fights when I think like I've gotten a handle on my career.
Right.
So like losing to Tank at this stage in his career, it could go a lot of different ways. It could make it so that, you know, you only become a tune-up fight for the big fighters and, you know, you never really become the household name that you were expecting to. I mean, losing to Tank changes the trajectory of a career. No
but as a
question.
competitor,
But
like,
as a competitor, you gotta take that fight because the reality is
See,
that Tank is not gonna be fighting for
but
that,
then-
Manyan.
and you may never get
See, but
another
that's-
You
opportunity.
ain't never gonna get that money
He
again.
didn't look like no sucker in me.
Yeah.
Nah, he beat him. He beat him. He beat him for 8 rounds.
A
But
decent
it's
fight.
Until he got knocked out.
But
He
this
beat
is my
him.
thing. If we going into it as a competitor, if that's what you going into,
Right.
and that's your mindset as a competitor, bro, I can't accept that, bro. I'm a competitor, bro. I want to win everything that I do.
Right.
There's no way that I'm going into a fight knowing 10 times out of 10 I'm losing.
For sure.
No, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm going in there thinking I'm gonna win. I want to win.
But you don't feel like he.
It's a lot of things
You
that
don't feel
play.
like there was a point.
Frank knew exactly what the
You
fuck was
think
going.
Frank? You think Frank never thought he was gonna win that fight?
Yeah,
Never.
Frank-
At no point.
But you said it earlier. You said it earlier in the show. He's delusional. He knew he wasn't gonna beat Tank. Not no 135. Like, get the
Delusional.
fuck out of here. He knew he wasn't gonna beat no fucking Tank.
Delusional as
He looked at it as, all right, cool. It's a good payday, and I can try to beat Tank because I've sparred him before. I know him.
Biggest payday.
think I know him.
It's
Right.
the biggest payday.
Right, biggest payday. Right.
He ain't never gonna get a payday like this again.
And
If he didn't-
remember, let's not forget he turned down that Shakur fight because it did not pay as much as this fight.
Exactly. But my thing is, bro, if he did not start at 17, if he started at say like 14, 13, he would have been further in his career and it would have been more dressed up to the point where he could have waited for the Tank fight. He could have got the Shakur and then he could have got the Tank. If he
Right.
beat Shakur, bigger payday for the Tank.
I actually think it was a mistake him turning down the Shakur fight and then taking the Tank fight. I definitely think he should.
No, because he was going to lose to Shakur too and he was never going to get the Tank.
I don't know.
You know what it is?
I don't know.
Real quick.
You know, I don't believe in Shakur.
telling you,
so
Shakur-
agree to disagree.
Real quick, what it is, everybody chasing Floyd, everybody want to be undefeated.
Yeah.
Everybody want that 50 and 0.
Everybody want to be undefeated, bro.
Everybody want that 50 and 0.
So a nigga taking it, I'm 18-0 and I'm about to fight the best boxer in the world.
Who the best
the biggest
boxer
attraction.
of all time though?
The best boxer of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Muhammad Ali.
Has Muhammad Ali lost?
Yes.
So why the fuck are we chasing 50 and 0 if Muhammad Ali the best boxer?
Because
That's just the standard.
because the greatest
It's the
fighter of
standard.
this generation, your boy Floyd,
It's the
was
standard.
undefeated.
No, the thing that they chasing is not the record. They're chasing the money and how he presented the money.
Muhammad Ali ain't make the money. These
If Floyd
niggas
would have
make.
lost
Not
one
at all.
The
fight,
bums made more money than Muhammad Ali.
that's what I'm saying. If Floyd would have lost one fight in that run when he was getting all that top paid money, that shit would have dropped substantially because they would have like we don't have no more use.
It's like when the NFL franchise quarterbacks.
Yeah, for sure.
And they changed the market.
For sure.
Yup.
I agree with that.
Ryan Leaf fucked that whole thing up for every NFL quarterback.
No, Kirk Cousins did.
It was Ryan Leaf.
It was definitely
Kirk
Ryan.
Ryan Leaf was getting paid 50 million. Ryan Leaf was getting paid 50 million, never took a snap in the
Yep,
NFL.
it was definitely Ryan Leaf, for sure. And Russ fucked it up even worse. Shout out to Russell Wilson.
Shout out to Russell Wilson for fucking.
But look,
Damn.
wow, we're
He
not
know-
getting into
he know how
that.
I
We are a Russell Wilson stan account over here. We love good black men taking care of people, kids. I don't got none, so whatever.
I took care of black
We
people.
Why your
respect-
voice just changed?
respect it. We respect it over here.
Why your voice just
What's
changed?
This is a Russell stan account. We're not doing that.
With me at?
We respect him.
Change it back.
Love Russell. Anyway, Sierra prayer. Last topic of the day, power recap. Now we missed it
Yeah.
last week, but now we on 3. Have you seen 3 yet? I'ma spoil this motherfucker. So if you ain't
Oh,
seen
no,
Power
let me
yet,
walk out, let me walk
I'ma
out, let me
spoil-
walk
no,
out, let me
there
walk
you
I
go.
watched it this morning.
Oh, bro, nah,
Take
nah,
the
nah,
spoiler.
bro. Do not spoil it for me, bro. I'm gonna watch it today.
I watched
Everybody
it this
got it.
morning.
Mo, come on, son. What the fuck wrong with you, man?
I watched it this morning.
Why even dies, bro?
No, why would you say that though?
Everybody dies?
I'm really like looking forward to
Nobody
this.
dies.
But why would you say that?
Hey, what you mean nobody died? Somebody did that.
Oh,
my
shit, you right.
God.
Somebody did that.
Fuck.
Y'all niggas,
Hey, recipe to my nigga Obi. Hey, recipe to Obi.
bro, I'm never,
That's my
I'm never coming back. I'm never coming back. to this show, bro. I'm never coming back. Never coming back, bro. Like, damn, man, what the fuck?
Look at his fucking.
Recipes to
I
Obi.
didn't even do that, bro. I didn't
That's
even do that.
crazy.
Hey, Noma is a bad bitch. She is wicked as shit.
I'm about to go ahead and say it, man. God.
Yeah, Noma wild as shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make
Watch
it
it
super,
anyway.
I'm gonna make it super fast. All right. That way you can still get all the details when you watch it. All right, bad.
You can go and say whatever you want now, bro. I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Well, we ruined it, so fuck it. Look, all right. So episode 2. What happened? Episode 2. That's when the cop ran up on him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Michael Ealy.
Michael Ealy, ugly ass,
Shout out to
ran
him.
up on Tariq. You know what I mean? He trying to get him up out of there. Obi ends up in questioning. End of the episode. Boom. I'm going right to episode 3 because this was the one. Me personally, I felt like okay, we're coming up on a mid-season break, right? So you're only going to get 5 or 6 episodes before the mid-season break.
For sure.
By the time we got to episode 2, I really thought that we were going to lose a main character. At that point, I was very surprised that we didn't. I still think it's kind of weird that none of the main characters have died yet. But I really was looking for a sense of action in episode 3. Spoiler alert, Monet Tejada finds out that her kids were the ones who tried to fucking kill her. So it's about to go up. It's about to go crazy. Shit's
told
about to
her?
ramp up.
Tariq?
No, so this is what happened. So you know Pinky, right? The girl that he always has like following people around, like his eyes on the street. right?
Who's?
Pinky. Pinky is Tariq's eyes on the street.
Who the fuck is Pinky?
Pinky is the same one with the makeup on that found the uncle. Where the uncle was hiding last year.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Right? So Pinky got eyes on the daughter. Pinky had eyes on that's his eyes in the street.
Ain't that
right?
the gay person?
Yeah, so Pinky is
The one that was in London and
exactly.
shit. All right,
Pinky's
yeah.
the gay one that they always like.
Cool, cool. Yeah,
keep
you know
around.
they got
Pinky
incorporated.
is Tariq's eyes and ears on the street. Always know what's going on. If you need to know something, you can rely on Pink, right? So what happened was in the very beginning of the episode, Monet acted like a bitch toward Pinky because she didn't have any updates. She went looking for Kate Egan. Kate was already moved out of the house. So she was trying to figure out like what the hell is going on. You don't have any news or information on who tried to kill me. Why the fuck am I here? Right? So she went on Pink. So she was like, don't call me until you have something. Pink
she
said,
kill
all right.
Mary, yeah.
I call you when I got something, bitch. So end of the episode, Pink sends ring camera footage from Kate Egan's ring camera at the house to Monet and to Tariq, showing that Diana was the one on the camera with the wig on, handing the letter.
Make it seem like she was.
Making it seem like exactly what happened,
Yeah.
which is that they tried to kill her.
Yeah.
Like it's that the thing is like there's a lot of I feel like miscommunication in power. There's a lot of this is what I thought was going on. People be wrong. It changes the whole narrative of the story. This instance, this time, Monet had it 100% Right, because
All right,
Drew
shoulda
and
died.
Diana did have they
got
tried to kill her.
All right,
She got it. She already hit to her kids trying to kill her. She already hit.
But you know what? I actually find it really interesting that they didn't kill Monet, because I think like what they've done with her story thus far to me is fascinating. Because you know, for real, Monet's whole thing was blaming Lorenzo for everything that happened with them kids. He was the one that treated you like soldiers. He was the one that wanted this life for us. And come to find out, Monet is full of shit. She is the reason that they involved in the drug life. She's the worst mother
But
on
she
the
also
planet.
saved him,
She's
though.
the worst person on the planet.
No, she can't be.
She might have saved him with some money,
nah.
but look how she raised her kids. She had the kids back and up at 6.
Okay, cool, but she had to go get the bread.
But you about to be a granny.
Listen, like episode 3, you gonna see this. So she had them kids bagging up for her.
Okay,
That's fucked up. Like,
she got the
Yeah.
bread.
the whole thing is she killed Lorenzo under the guise of he ruined our lives. He chose this life for us. He never wanted you to get out of the game. He never wanted you to have more than this. When the truth is, that has been her story.
Who
this
brought
whole
the money
time.
in?
Lying, cheating,
who brought-
manipulative, stinking
who
ass
brought the
bitch.
money in?
Shout out to Mary J. Blige for playing that role.
Who brought the money in the family?
Mary?
All right, cool. So what the fuck is we talking about? That was the whole premise of their whole family dynamic.
So it's
she
cool
don't
that
want to
the
be in.
6-year-olds bagging up dope
No, it's not cool.
to provide for the
No,
family.
it's not cool.
It ain't. But she clearly
Gotta be
raised those kids to be one college kid who's in the highest college that's in the
No,
fucking
she
country.
did not want her to go to college.
So what? But she was
That was
capable.
Lorenzo.
No, she had a sneaky kid. She had a sneaky kid.
Don't matter.
First-
NBA dream.
Kid first.
Cool.
NBA dream.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Hoop dream.
Zeke the
A-
Freak
a
first.
NBA
Let's not forget about Zeke the Freak
An NBA
first.
prospect.
She had a kid and threw him away.
She ain't throw him away.
Yes, she did.
Basically.
All real in the
Lorenzo
story.
shot him.
Yes, she did.
Then Lorenzo shot him?
before
No, Lorenzo shot him,
She left
but
him in North
yeah.
Carolina.
All right, cool. But this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, when you saw what was going on, he was a NBA prospect kid that was being taken care of by Monet. Who else was taking care of him?
His aunt took care of him his entire life.
Who took care of him when he was
First
in
of all-
when he was in
First of
Stanford?
First of all,
In Stanford?
Monet was not taking care of him. She throwing a couple of
It was
dollars
his
out there,
sister.
buying him clothes and shit
Cool.
like a good auntie should.
Alright, cool.
But she was not taking care
Alright,
of him.
cool. So what about the daughter?
The aunt that came and took care of Monet this episode is who took
So
care
what
of
about the daughter?
him. What about her?
Who got in Stanfield?
You mean the university that Monet did not
Dion?
want her to attend,
So
that
what?
Lorenzo had
Diana?
to force her
So what?
into?
But how she got in there because what?
Because
Her father pulled
father
strings.
them strings.
She pulled some
Yeah,
shit,
That was
right?
Lorenzo.
Strings.
That was
But
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo was locked up for how many years?
He still had on
few.
school on the street.
And who raised the kid?
Monet.
All right,
Monet.
cool. Who raised Kane? Monet.
Nobody
Who
raised
raised
Kane.
Drew?
Nobody raised
Monet.
him. Nobody
She raised all the
Kane.
kids.
She raised all the kids, right?
Who you better
Kane
say?
was raised in a back
So what
cave.
I'm saying is she raised all the kids to be what they are today. The other nigga ain't do shit but be locked up. She brought the money in. She got the mansion. She got the good lifestyle
First
that
of
they.
all,
So she fucked up her kid's life.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Walk around,
Here's what I'm gonna throw at your argument and why it doesn't make sense and why you're wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Bet. So you're saying that Monet raised those children. Lorenzo was only in jail for 10 years.
Okay.
Right? Those kids were well into their 20s. So he was there for as much a significant a portion of their lives as she was. So to say that she raised him,
Nope.
like she raised them kids all on her own is not true.
Missing 10 years of your kid's life is substantial.
It's substantial.
Missing a
But-
week of your kid's life is substantial.
But it's not like he wasn't
Facts.
there for 15 years of it.
That's totally
Which is
fine.
why they loved him as much as they did.
Cool.
And they still loved and liked Lorenzo more than they liked their
No,
mother.
wait. I got you. Now let me paint this picture for you right now. They loved him as much as they did, yes, because he was there in the good portion of their life. But they sustained that love because Monet made them sustain that love.
What?
She did. If she wanted to make those kids hate him for the last 10 years that he was locked up, it would have been easy to do. If you don't see your kids in a week, they change. You don't know what that kid doing in a whole week that they've been with the other parent. That's just like co-parenting. If you're away from your kid and they with another parent, they're gonna come back to you different. They're gonna do something different. They're gonna say something different.
I feel like you applying too much real world knowledge.
No,
Shit,
what I'm saying
this
is
a television. show.
No, it's a television show. What I'm saying is, if they still loved him, it wasn't just because of the first years of their lives and they just held on to it. He was gone for 10 years. Let's just be real. He was gone for 10 years. He wasn't around, and the person that was raising them was Monet.
But
That
they was
nigga
listening
make
to him
fucking
a lot.
believe, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck that story. That nigga make believe. Fuck.
I'm just saying.
Your mother a drug dealer, nigga.
Yeah, she awful. I don't care what
She
you say.
raising kids. That's what it is.
Sucks.
They know what's up. She's a bad fucking mom.
And I'm so
She
proud
put her
of this
kids
woman.
in a drug game. Like, what's up? Let's get it.
Nate Tejada is
Fuck.
trash.
Yeah, she's a trash ass mother,
Worst
bro.
mother in the
She don't
fucking
give a
world.
fuck about her kids, nothing but
And especially
herself.
when you see how Tasha loved it.
You just killed your baby daddy.
That's crazy.
he's
Fuck.
trash.
It's a TV show, but y'all said
Your
she
son-
was a mother.
Yeah, man.
Like, what?
Yeah.
In the context of a
She
television.
did that.
Yeah.
No. What the
Who was a worse mother?
Monet Tejada is
Who was a
crazy.
worse mother than Monet Tejada in television?
Monet
In
Tejada.
television, other than Precious Mama.
The corner was out. We forgot about the corner when they were just smoking crack and had babies in the crib. The Wire.
I ain't never seen
I
it.
don't remember the corner.
Yeah,
I'm
yo.
gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I remember the Wire, but I don't remember.
What was their parents say?
But Monet Tejada crazy
We
forever.
ain't talking about parents that's not there in the fictional universe.
Hey, bro.
We talking about the parents that are there in the fictional
She had her 8-year-olds bagging up cocaine.
When they're there.
You had your 8-year-old bagging up
And
cocaine.
wouldn't let the boy go play until he got the damn dimensions right on the dime bag.
And then he's like, yeah,
It's
that,
terrible.
you say, yeah, that's about it.
And then 20 years later.
See you later,
he
Mo.
wearing Fendi.
See you later.
Driving Range Rovers and shit.
No. Fendi is for the
Who
show.
is currently mad?
Fendi is for the show. Fendi, they wasn't wearing Fendi in the 80s.
Wait.
This show's based
Hold on.
off the
same,
80s.
Same 8-year-old kid. Who was the 8-year-old kid? This I ain't see the episode. Tell me who that
It
8-year-old
was
kid.
Drew and Diana in
It was
it.
Drew
Thank
and
you.
Diana, right?
So what's the timeline based off?
How old
What's
was
the year?
Kane? Kane was
What's the
back
year based off?
Kane is older than, so let's say Kane wasn't in these scenes.
Okay.
Because he probably was already
It was
an
Drew
adult
and
kid.
Diana.
Yeah, so it was Drew and Diana. This is when
Okay.
she teaching them to bag up.
So
So Drew was about 10, Diana was about 8.
Cool. Right. So when we finally like see what they doing, right? They like in a big ass mansion.
First of all, they not in a mansion. They in a brownstone in Brooklyn. Let's not do that.
Thank you.
I know
Okay.
real estate is my thing. That's what I do for a
Okay, so they're in the
Ain't no
brownstone.
goddamn-
How much
ain't no
those
goddamn
brownstones?
mansion.
How much those
The
brownstones
nice
cost?
brownstone.
How much they cost?
$500,000.
Okay, cool. So they're in a $500,000 house. Cool. What they
New
drive?
York, so
But what they driving?
in the
though?
market in New York, 1.5.
But what they driving in New York City?
Range Rovers.
Okay, what they wearing in New York
Diana,
City?
Fendi, Dior.
Okay, cool. So if we want, let's just hypothetically say, because Stanford not a real college, right? Because we just being fictional. But if they're going to a
In the context
predominant,
of this universe is Columbia.
cool, right? So how much is tuition? Tuition, probably about.
80 pounds.
Okay, cool, right? So they got everything that they ever wanted, right? They got
One of them
everything.
going to college. Let's not say only.
But they
one.
only,
One of them
but
in
they only
college.
trauma. but
Only
they-
It's only one in college.
Only-
that's
only
totally
one
fine because the
paid
other one didn't
tuition.
want to go to college.
And her
No,
sister
none
got
of
pregnant. Oh, and by the way,
it was 3 of
Jackson
them.
got pregnant.
Well, what the other one got, he got a scholarship.
Spoiler,
He got a scholarship.
Diana's pregnant. Pretty sure that
We saw
that's
that.
The
Tariq.
Rafiki
Oh, now
baby.
it's over.
Pretty sure. No, that's Rafiki baby. That's
All right, cool.
definitely Rafiki
Whatever.
baby.
But anyway, what I'm saying is, let me
He was
paint the-
hitting way more.
Let me paint the
Sure, we
picture.
only hit
Though.
one.
Let me paint the picture. So everybody was like, "Oh, she's the worst mother because she heard her kids bagging up at 8 years old."
Yes.
Right? Cool. But then when we laid eyes on
One
them,
of
they got
them.
Range Rovers. They living in a $500,000 crib. They going to the best expensive schools in the fucking world. What we talking about?
So that's parenthood.
No, we not.
providing?
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not the emotional well-being of
It's
your
not.
children. Because let's take away the thing.
But-
Hold on. Let's take away the things for a second.
Okay.
Right? Let's take away all the little dimensions that like create like this affluent situation that you're in. Kane is a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
Diana is a lying, deceptive whore. Drew is a miserable.
Choose your
Single.
word.
We can't say it,
Choose your
Loser.
word.
but you know you want to say it. There's so many words.
It really
Wanted
is
to
that,
say that,
like,
Mama.
Drew is so insignificant as a character. It's hard to even like think of
Yeah,
ways to
I think he has a lot of
describe him.
dynamic. I think he has a lot of dynamic.
I think like
He about to get smoked.
to me he should have been smoked.
Nah, he about to get
Honestly.
smoked.
He should have been smoked
I think
because
he
he's
had a
so
lot of
useless as a
dynamic.
He had
character on the
time
show.
for it, but it's
So I
gonna be
couldn't
hate
think of
crime.
like a word to describe him. But useless is a good term, right? He's kind of the throwaway kid.
He's the smartest kid.
He might be the smartest, but he's the throwaway also.
Okay.
So like because
He feel entitled.
He feels entitled because Lorenzo believed in him, even though Monet
And
did not want him running the business.
Okay.
So because she like, I think Lorenzo thought that Drew was more calm, that he was more level-headed, that Kane was too hot-headed,
Yeah.
right? That was the big issue. He just felt like Drew had the temperament to run
For sure.
the business.
Okay, I got it.
The issue though is that while Drew may have the temperament some of the time, I think we've seen Drew lose himself a number of times on the
Yeah.
show to know that he's not all there either.
And you also
So you got a whore, You got a serial killer.
Not a whore,
and
bro.
Diana's a whore.
No,
She don't know who this baby
She
father is.
ain't no whore,
Make no
man.
mistake.
Tyreek is the baby father.
The bitch pregnant, and she
She
don't
ain't
know
no
who
whore,
that
though.
is.
She ain't no
She
whore.
is either the little
No, she
ugly
not.
one, Rafiki, or it's the other,
She
or
ain't
it's
no-
Tariq.
she ain't
She's
no
the
whore.
whore.
She not no
She
whore.
out here fucking everybody. When you don't know who your baby daddy is, you're a whore.
Nah.
Let me lock that in for you women. All right.
She not no
If
whore,
you don't know
man.
who your baby daddy is, if you gotta take a fucking guess, you're a whore.
She not.
For
Ain't
sure.
no question. You're a
For sure.
slut.
For sure.
She
You
not no
need to
whore.
know who the father is. Having a baby ain't nothing wrong with that. We ain't judging
For
none
sure.
of that. But if you don't know the daddy,
She ain't
if
no
you're
whore.
not 100% sure who the daddy is, you's a slut. Because you shouldn't be
You don't
sleeping
know
with
who
that
busting
niggas
that
with no
down?
rubbers on. To not know.
What if you sleeping with 2 niggas?
No.
That's too many niggas with no rubbers.
Okay.
That's disgusting.
I don't think she a whore.
She's a whore.
Damn. And what's
Diana's definitely a whore.
It's lab.
She be fucking way more niggas
It's
if they
live.
gave that to her. If they let her,
I be catching myself, ho.
She be out
False.
going crazy on the show. Like that's the only reason. Like they haven't let her character run wild. If they let Diana's character run wild, listen, they gave Diana a smidgen of freedom and the bitch ended up
So
pregnant.
is Effie a
A
whore?
smidgen of freedom.
They might as well-
gave her one semester
Hey,
of freedom and the bitch
They
pregnant.
might as well make her who on the killer because the season is canceled.
Is Effie a whore?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, she's a whore.
Bitch's whore.
The whores I hate.
This shit's whore.
I hate them bitches.
She's exactly the type of whore
So
that I can't
Monet-
stand.
And God and them hate them.
Why Monet not a whore?
Because her
Monet's a whore
were
too.
years apart. She
Yeah.
when she was 16, she got married to Lorenzo and had 3 children by him. That is not the
And then
same
turn around
as
and fuck
her
the other
orange
nigga.
daughter
No.
not knowing who
No.
her baby daddy
Turn
is.
around and fuck the
or
other
happy
nigga.
fucking everybody at the
Did
same
she
time.
fuck the other nigga too?
Who?
The other nigga who died that she killed. She killed both of them. She killed
Her
both
baby
of them.
father?
She killed both of them.
Yeah, she
That's her
killed
baby
her
father.
She killed both
But
of
she knew
her
who her
baby
baby
fathers.
daddies was.
And
She
fucked them.
She killed both of them, but she knew who they were. She knew who the daddies was.
So what?
She
She
wasn't out
still-
there guessing
she
like
still did-
Diana's stinking ass.
She still killed both of them.
So
When
what?
Diana pregnant, what she gonna do?
Mass murderer.
She
It does
pregnant.
not make her a whore. It makes her a mass murderer. She's
No, she's not a mass
perhaps
murderer.
a serial killer. I would be willing to negotiate
She on
serial
Snap,
killer,
man.
but she
She should
is
be on
not
Snap.
a whore. She knew who her baby daddies was, and they were years apart.
All the women on Power were whores then, in your case.
Nuh-uh, Angela only fucked.
No, every
Angela was
female
fucking
on
two
Power
people.
was a whore.
Angela was fucking 2 people. Every
Fucking
girl
came in
on
that- and that
Power
cop that got
was
killed.
fucking 2
Greg
people.
Knox.
All of them was.
Yeah.
Real
If you had a
famous.
sex
Yeah.
scene,
Fucking Drake.
you probably
Yeah.
fucked 2 people on.
And
That's true. Damn.
yeah, I ain't gonna say
All
it.
the women are whores.
Maybe
except
they're
for
just
Mary
regular
Jane.
people.
Yeah.
That's just in the
Not you,
Power
Mary.
universe.
Not you, Mary. You knew who your daddy was.
Get the fuck out of
You knew who your baby
Stop
father was.
calling her married.
You knew
She
who
a
your baby.
Tahada.
That's
Okay, Monet. You knew who your
That's
baby
Monet.
daddy was.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's Monet.
But she knew who her baby daddy
That's
was.
your
I don't
son
know how she
killed.
would be a hoe if I know.
Hey,
who
and
her
her,
daddy
her
was.
other somebody
And they
killed
get
too. She
the ball.
probably lose
If I
2
have a baby
sons.
at
Who?
16, then I have another baby at
Wow.
20, that does not make me
Now
a
you about
hoe.
to tell me now.
Hey, one of her sons about to get killed. Watch this.
Who?
Drew.
Drew?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be.
I don't think Drew can.
Nigga,
They
gigging.
100%
He
gonna be
gigging too
I don't
much.
I'm gonna tell you why.
He
I'm gonna tell you
gigging.
why.
He
He
gigging.
gigging. He doing too much. He's so bad. I'm better than Kane. Like as soon as he start getting all that ego shit, like because that was the last episode. Like I'm better than Kane. I want to be next to what's her name? Noma. I want to be next to Noma. Like he doing too much. So he definitely about to get the fuck up out of here.
Let me ask you a question.
And rest in peace to Obi.
He died?
Yeah,
So that's what's about to happen to Kane. Kane about to be Obi.
Yeah.
Kane about to move up to
For sure.
Obi.
Yeah.
Did
He already fucking Noma. He fucking her
He
just
fucked
up.
him?
He
I
fucked.
knew
What's
it.
his name?
Was he over the whiskey? I knew it was. Was
Definitely
he
did.
over the
What's his name?
whiskey?
Spill the tea. That nigga's a hot ass nigga.
Yeah, Drew. Drew was the
Drew
one.
is a bitch.
Damn,
He
bro.
told him
So
Obi
not
said he-
everybody
He set him up and told.
So he set him up and told Noma about the
What you
green
mean he
card.
set him up?
He set
him
Obi
up.
and told Noma about the green
Oh, that's
card.
why the
Yeah, and then Noma killed the nigga on her right hand man.
Yep.
So now this nigga trying to be right hand man. Groupie ass nigga.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was some whole shit. Because he trying to take Obi.
But how the
whole
fuck
time,
would we-
he don't realize that Kane already got it.
Yeah.
So then he gonna be mad. So then he gonna fuck around and try to kick Kane. And mind you, the very end of the episode is where Monet and Kane find out that both Drew and Diana tried to kill
All
him.
right, so let me ask y'all a
Kane
question.
run out,
And Kane hit Noma.
but he couldn't buck
And
him.
Kane hit Noma.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Jesus
And he
told me
know-
that. So
so
let me ask
he
y'all a
about to be the
question.
next one.
Who y'all favorite characters on the show today?
On Power?
Yeah.
That's on there like this season.
Yeah. Like today.
Tyreek too.
Still Tariq.
Tariq.
Ain't no question.
That's definitely
He's
my
the smartest
favorite
nigga on the
character.
show.
Ain't no question. Smartest
Definitely,
nigga on the
yeah,
show.
definitely.
Shout out to Mike Rainey
And I
Jr.
feel like
Yeah.
he's like, I think what makes Tariq unique is that he's like a genuine problem solver.
For sure.
Like a lot of these other people create problems for themselves with no solutions. Kane is a good example of that. Of somebody who creates problems
Yeah.
and then he'll clean up his own mess, but it doesn't count when you create the fucking
He
mess.
go in
to
there,
begin
gun
with.
hole, shoot
He go in there
everything, yeah.
doing the stupidest shit he can ever do all the time. Great example is the first episode where he beat up the Westons. That was a great way to
Yeah.
end up in prison.
For sure.
And in most situations, that's where he would have landed. So like Kane is like a fuck up, right? Drew is somebody who thinks he's smarter than he really is. Diana also someone who thinks she's smarter than she really is.
I think
But
Diana
Tariq
just wanna be
is
regular.
smarter than I think we've seen.
Diana's a liability.
She won't be regular though. They won't let her be
gotta kill
regular.
Diana, but I feel like them having that baby is their way of
Drew's
it.
dying.
If they kill Diana, then that's wrong because she always
She's pregnant.
But she
pregnant.
always wanted to just be regular.
Yeah.
They made her be something that she didn't want to be.
That's true.
So
pregnant.
you're forcing her into a life that she don't want to be in.
Facts. Mind you, guess who forced her back into the life?
Money?
Lorenzo.
Oh, the dad. For sure. But then he contradicted himself by paying for her to get in school.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, like, she
Got her in school and then said, how the fuck you think I pay for all of this?
right.
And
You
gave
need
her
to
the
run a
cash.
candy shop. You need to sell drugs out the candy shop.
For
Like,
sure.
no, bro. Like, I think she wants to get out of the life. That's why her character probably is the least significant.
Right.
I think Drew is the most because he's not supposed to be in this life given what he is, like, you know, what he is and how he moving.
For sure.
But he's so smart and he's also ruthless. So he got more dynamic than Kane got.
For sure.
The dynamic that Kane got has nowhere
Kane is
near
kind of
Drew.
dumb. Like, Kane got a lot of street sense, but he's so reckless. He's so emotional. Like, Kane is somebody who, like, to me, he's the most emotional on the show.
For sure, yeah.
He would like to, like, put that on other people, but he's by far the most emotional person on the show because he makes all his mistakes based on jealousy.
Yeah, he got
So-
mommy issues. And
Yeah, he got
all that.
mommy issues, got daddy issues now. And
Ain't loving
they
Effie.
ain't fucking with Noma to fulfill some of those mommy
So what you
issues.
think? What you think Effie gonna do?
Effie,
They need to kill that bitch. Like,
Effie is a traitor. She better die.
She's the most treacherous traitor.
yeah, she's a
on the
traitor,
show.
bro.
She's
She
the
only care about herself. She's
the
selfish
fact
as
that she's
shit.
still alive.
She done triple cross.
She's selfish.
Everybody.
Yeah, she done triple cross.
And she crossed Kane. And she crossed Kane again this episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah.
we ain't gonna tell you that part.
It's only about her. If you can't do nothing for me, fuck you.
But we-
I'ma
all right, so
fuck
let-
you.
all right, so let-
Everything is about her.
All right, so let's break.
Everything is about her or like her like disgusting attachment to Tariq. Like she's very codependent on him, and like that becomes apparent in this
So
episode.
let's break the
too.
third wall down. Let's break the third wall down, right?
Gotcha.
Like, so saying if you like the producers or you the director or you the writer
Right.
of the show, right? What do you think Effie character goes?
I'm gonna tell you what I think they should do with this show. To me, it's very simple. I think we all know that the real love of Tariq's life is Lauren, right? That Effie is only here because the situation when Lauren went left. I think you bring Lauren back. I think you make Lauren the one that kills Effie. You bring Tariq and Lauren back together. You make her the new Angela Valdez. Because ultimately, outside of the fictional universe of Power, I think that the whole reason that they're ending everything in Stars is to move it over to Netflix.
Yeah.
Courtney Kemp got a huge deal with Lionsgate over at Netflix. She got like a
300 million.
Yeah, she got like a $300 million
million.
deal.
Shout out
Which
to
means that
Courtney.
she could do anything she wants. We could do movies at
Sure.
this point, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Also, 50 Cent is building what will likely be the second largest studio
Tyler Perry's
in the
doing.
country behind Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
And Tyler Perry is helping him to build that studio.
Okay.
So when you look at that from a real world perspective, I think that the reason that Starz is canceling those shows is because they don't own the rights to them
Right.
anymore. Those are Courtney Kemp's and G Unit based shows. They
Mm-hmm.
don't own them. I think the contract is up and Courtney Kemp is no longer over there. So you can't keep my shit. That contract is over. You need to cancel those shows and give them back to me.
Fact.
So I think realistically that's what's happened. I think we're going to see Power move over to Netflix. So I think that will refrain from them killing a lot of the main characters
Right.
this year, which is kind of my expectation when they said it was going to be over.
Yeah.
But I think that they're going to move that stuff to Netflix, do something else over there. So for that reason, they probably won't kill a lot of these people. But I definitely think if nobody dies this year, it has to be Effie.
They gotta put
Bro,
her on
almost-
prime though. They gotta put her on
Almost kicked you in
prime.
your.
Now.
Wow.
You just gave a whole great fucking soliloquy.
It's the truth.
You did all this good shit, and then you turn around and the end.
It's got to be Effie. I'm gonna tell you why.
Nah, it's not.
I'm gonna tell you why.
It's always a good one.
It's not gonna be Effie, but I think that it should be, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because she's the one person that no one can trust. And I think that that's bad for the show. Like, everybody needs somebody that they can rely on. Drew and Diana can rely on each other. Kane can rely on Monet for the most part. She a treacherous bitch, but she gonna do what she says she gonna do. Tariq can always rely on Brayden. Tasha and Tariq got each other. I feel like Effie is really like the character that's kind of all alone. Now, do I think that she gonna die? No, because she got her ass in good with the Russians last episode. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that she's gonna die. I think that she's positioning herself to be untouchable in all this.
For sure.
So I don't think it's going to be Effie. I think that it should be, though, because she's the wild card. You can't trust her. She lied to everybody, deceived everybody, played everybody. And at the end, she did it to Kane this episode. And at the end of the day, Effie's rationale for everything is, well, I couldn't trust you doing this, even though I did this fucked up shit and I didn't know about this other fucked up shit that you did until later on. The fact that you did some fucked up shit makes my fucked up shit okay. And that's always her rationale. If I do something fucked up, you probably did something fucked up too, and so we're even. Even with the second episode, when she asked Tariq, like, we good? He's like, fuck no, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Like, why would we be good? Well, I told you Kane was trying to kill you. The whole reason he's trying to kill me is because of you, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? I fucking hate Effie.
No.
She need to go. Stop playing. Episode 6 through 10, you need to get this bitch out of here. I'm tired.
Not dying, bro.
I'm tired.
You can go. Everybody gotta go. It's the last season.
They not though.
Everybody gotta go, and that's what I'm telling you about to happen. I'm telling you right now, and I stay head first. You went there, Parkers. I'm about to say head first.
There you go.
This was happening. You know they broke it up into 2 parts, right?
Right.
This the beginning.
Right.
This nigga's by himself. They is turning Brayden into Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
He doing the best he can. Mm-hmm. Okay, whatever. They just canceled Power Force. Mm-hmm. Tommy coming back to New York.
For sure.
Remember, he faked his death already.
Either Tommy coming back.
He need help. There's no way Tyree can get out of this by himself. You have no muscle. And you're not even like that.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I think
somebody gotta save this nigga.
I think Ghost coming back. I think that's how they're
evil is either Ghost or Tommy is coming back to save this nigga. I'm gonna tell you, and they're gonna be like, "I'm back, nephew." Boo 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 boo.
I think Ghost and Tommy. I think Ghost coming back. I think Tommy gonna catch, like, in the middle of it. Tommy is gonna try to help Tariq, not realizing that Ghost is back. I think they gonna end up saving Tariq, and I think once the show's over, Courtney can move that shit right over to Lionsgate and Netflix.
And they're gonna start the orgies.
And they're gonna start the orgies.
But then if you think turn into it, if they do that, then like it can't turn into a whole nother TV show.
They got 7 shows, bro. They got 7 knockoffs.
If you bring Ghost back, you bring Tommy back,
right,
and then you put Tariq all in one show.
For sure,
it's all the origins that you just try to diverse them from, like. You just try to break all fashions of, all right, Tommy got his own show. Right. Tariq got his own show. Right. Ghost is gone, so we ain't got to put no show for Ghost.
Right.
But then you put them all back in one show. Now it's basically Power again.
Right. Because so they cancel every show.
I get it, but so you're gonna create another Power, but who does that?
Well, but that has nothing to do with this.
But what I'm saying, we looking at it. We looking at it.
Cancel BMF because
but they don't have nothing. Have nothing to do with it.
And also,
just like years passing.
Southwest T and 50 Cent not getting along in real life.
Yeah, because it's ass. Because Southwest T trying to fabricate a whole bunch of shit. You gotta understand, Southwest T and Meech weren't on the best of terms when their reign ran course.
For sure.
So that's just what that was. So the whole faction didn't get sanctioned by Southwest T. It got sanctioned by Meech.
Right.
So Meech was like, yeah, that's good. This is what you want to do. Da 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 da.
Right.
This actually happened and this actually happened.
Right.
But then Southwest T got out. He showed up on set, and then it's more so like, oh no, wait. Yeah, that happened, but it didn't happen like that.
Right.
Type of shit. No, so 50 like, bro, whatever you want to do, you can end it, and we done. We done with BMF. Cool. I done got Lil Meech on. Whatever I need Meech to do, far as acting wise, yeah, cool. Far as like Tommy, Ghost, and Tariq as in the show, I don't think they will bring them all in one show because then it boxed them in a corner. Because now everyone gonna want to see those three on the same screen.
I would love to.
But
And honestly, I feel like the way they've developed Tariq's character, I feel like he can stand beside them now.
he could. But then, are you willing to put them all in one show? Like it's like saying you got three great things in one box, but you can get more money just passing them out.
Michael Rain is
Maybe Courtney doesn't want to do that though. Maybe she's
Well, she already got. If she already got 300 million,
right? She got her money.
She already got 300
and she
million.
might not feel like that, right? Because now she's created these different
Yeah, you're
versions
right.
of the
Yeah, you're right.
universe.
You're right.
And I know that a lot of the brands
about a
were
movie?
her idea.
What about a movie?
That's what I'm saying. I think we may be seeing a movie.
it might.
But you can't squeeze everything in the movie.
We kind of can because we kind of already saw
But
it.
you going fast forward shit, and it's gonna be stuff we already know. You might as well just keep it a series.
What sequels are for?
But sequels not always good.
It's true.
Just
Shit,
keep
Bad
it roll.
Boys.
Just keep it rolling. How it been
Bad
moving.
Boys.
Just
Bad Boys.
go to another level. Just go to another network.
Let me ask you a question. What's the best like movie sequel or series? Let's say series.
Bad
because
Boys 2.
Nightmare on Elm
If you
Street.
said Bad Boys 2.
Halloween.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Halloween. Which one? Cause they did that shit like.
It was
Yeah,
the
they
five.
did it so many different times.
It was a five.
They did every horror
Which
movie
one,
20
are you
times.
talking about the original ones or the ones that like Rob?
I'm talking about like all right. So when I say it like this, because let's just say one movie. Like if we say Bad Boys, they had 4 good runs.
Right.
Cool. And then you said
I'm saying Halloween because that junk been out for 40 years.
right, but I say
Yeah,
one
we made that shit.
through 5 is amazing. So when I say 1 through 5, they had a good run. 1 through 5 like a little dynasty.
I thought the revamp that
But
Rob Zombie did was excellent as well.
Halloween
hated
4
that.
wasn't Halloween.
Really?
The
I thought
original
that
Halloween
his
4 was
rewriting of the
Halloween.
original
Right, I
story
know.
was very good.
No, that you think about Jason.
No.
No.
The original Halloween.
It's definitely
4,
Halloween.
It wasn't Halloween.
Rob Zombie didn't touch Jason.
No, I know what you
You
talking
talking about
about.
the remakes? Or the
Halloween
original?
4 was always Halloween 4.
Yeah.
Nah.
I swear.
Somebody else made Halloween 4.
No.
You think about Jason?
But somebody else in it.
The original Halloween series had like 5 or 6 actually, and then they redid it under Rob Zombie, and he had a whole new franchise that had.
I hated the first one.
Nah, I know what y'all talking about. But what I'm saying is, if you watch Halloween 1 through 3,
Yeah,
it's Michael Myers.
Right.
yeah.
And Halloween 4, it's a whole nother story. You gotta go back, do your research.
I'll watch it.
Whole
I'll
nother story.
watch
Yeah,
it today.
I watched that.
I'll watch
He
it
came
today.
back, and that's why it say a Halloween, the return of Michael Myers.
Ah.
He wasn't in that last one.
Ah.
So was it about
him?
Was it
It
about
was about somebody else on some crazy shit.
Jamie Lee Curtis?
No, it wasn't. She wasn't even in it. It was like a knockoff.
All right, I'll watch it again.
Yeah, it was a knockoff.
All right, watch it.
That's why it's called the Return of Michael Myers.
Okay.
That's when he came
I
back.
don't, but you know, Friday the 13th was doing that weird ass shit too, though. Like when they was eating the heart and doing
Yeah,
that weird.
even if Friday the 13th.
Friday
Yeah.
the
The first Friday the 13th, it was his mother.
Yeah.
Right.
It wasn't
Mrs.
even
Yeah, it was his
Jason.
mom's. Yeah.
Mrs. Voorhees, because the whole killing spree was about the fact that they killed her son at Camp
Facts.
Crystal Lake.
Yeah,
That's how the
'cause
whole series
they
started.
were being,
and then part 2 and everything after was him avenging that. Jason Voorhees avenging his mother.
Yeah.
So which is why he saw her face all the time, like in the first, like in the second one and the third one.
Yeah, in the third one.
He used to like imagine her face all the time when he was like doing stuff, killing people, whatever. It was a weird
Yeah,
series.
he was a weird looking.
I would definitely say for me,
Man, shout out to all them franchises.
best
They was
consistent,
good as
most
shit.
consistent series. I'm gonna say Nightmare on Elm Street. But I'm
Nightmare on Elm Street,
That's the most consistent.
most successful. Halloween's the one.
I didn't say
They making another Nightmare on Elm Street.
Consistent.
They making another Nightmare on Elm Street, but
as they should, because the last one with the dude,
They making
Rorschach,
another one.
yeah, they making another one.
I like Rorschach.
You know how they
hated Rorschach.
they
No, I like
renewed
What the
them.
fuck? Robert Englund was like 6'3". Rorschach is like 5'7".
But you know who played? You know who played?
And Michael Myers was 7 feet, and then they made the nigga 6 even.
Yeah, but Wes Craven used to play him.
Who?
He used to play Freddy.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger.
Yes, he did.
No, he
No,
directed
didn't.
it. He directed it.
He did not play him. Robert Englund played Freddy Krueger.
Look back at it.
Nah, he directed it.
I think he played him once.
He definitely directed it.
I mean, let's put a little wager on it. Wow.
But it's cool.
I ain't putting shit on.
No, I mean, you're confident, right? Put a little bet on it.
Nope,
Let's
I ain't that
put
confident.
$200.
It's cool.
I ain't putting that
Oh,
much
put
on.
200. Yeah, okay. Well, lesson for the day: if a nigga won't bet you, he ain't confident. Anyway,
That's a fact.
Shout out to the W.
we had a fantastic show today. Thank you so much for watching the You Weren't There podcast. Remember, you can follow the You Weren't There podcast on IG as well as on TikTok. You Weren't There podcast. You can also follow me, your host, Mia Was Here, 5_. Mel, give me your info.
Man, y'all can follow me at Yo Melly Baby. That's wow. MELLY baby on Instagram.
Shout out to him. He misspelled it
been
last
nice.
show.
Hey, look, I always tell you, man, if y'all can find me, y'all some bad motherfuckers, man. That's it.
We ain't gonna give out his info, but once again, we appreciate y'all attending. We'll be back next week with another one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out from the You Weren't There fam.